Hi, good morning. CAMS. We are discussing in the previous two lessons about CAMS. So, recap the previous lessons. In the previous lessons, we discussed about radial CAMS, cylindrical CAMS, nomenclature of the radial cam. Also, we have completed so far. And the previous classes we have completed up to this level. Now, let us discuss today's objectives of today's lesson. Or on completion of this lesson, you will be able to understand the different types of follower motions and the displacement diagrams. That means for today, the displacement diagrams for different follower motions, the different combinations. Let us see the displacement diagram first of all. What is displacement diagram? It is the diagram which is used to analyze the moment of the follower relative to the rotation of the cam. Once again, displacement diagrams are used to analyze the movement of the follower relative to the rotation of the cam. That is the displacement diagram. That means here we are going to analyze the follower motion with respect to the cam rotation. Right? So the cam usually rotates at uniform speed, and therefore the equal angular displacements takes place in equal intervals of time. Right? So now what are that is the definition for displacement diagram. Now what are the types of motions to the follower? Motion of the follower. So the follower during its interval may have one of the following motions. The follower may have the following motions. Number one is uniform velocity. That means the follower may have a motion of uniform velocity, and the follower may have simple harmonic motion. Now, so the follower may have uniform acceleration and retardation. Uniform acceleration and retardation. And finally, it may have cycloidal motion also. These are the four types of motions are there for the follower. Any type of follower, either it may be of knife edge follower, or it may be of roller follower, it may be flat follower, mushroom follower, and spherical follower, whatever it is. But it may have any of these four motions. That means it may have uniform velocity, it may be having simple harmonic motion, and it may be having uniform acceleration and retardation, and also sometimes it may have cycloidal motion. As per our syllabus in diploma syllabus, we are having about three types of motions. And that means uniform velocity, simple harmonic motion, and uniform acceleration and retardation. We are not having the cycloidal motion for the follower as per our syllabus. So we shall discuss the first three types of motions only in this lesson, right? So the displacement diagrams for a follower, when the follower moves with uniform velocity. How to draw a displacement diagram if the follower moves with uniform velocity? That means that follower may be any of the type. It may, that means the knife edge follower may have uniform velocity, and ball roller follower may have uniform velocity, and also flat follower also may have uniform velocity. If they are having uniform velocity, then how to draw a displacement diagram? Let us see the displacement diagram if the follower moves with uniform velocity. So for any among the uniform velocity motion and simple harmonic motion, and also uniform acceleration and retardation motion, any of this, first of all, the primary process is same for all the motions, that is types of motions. So the abscissa, that is base x-axis, represents the time, that means the number of seconds required for the cam to complete one revolution. The x-axis represents the time, or also it may represent the angular displacement of the cam in degrees. That means cam angles may be taken on x-axis. Abscissa or the base of the diagram is represented either by time or by angular displacement, that is in degrees of the cam. Number one. Next is the ordinate, that means y-axis, represents the displacement of the follower or lift of the follower or stroke of the follower or throw of the follower. That means on the x-axis it is angular displacement of the cam in degrees, and y-axis it represents ordinate, that is lift or the stroke or the displacement of the follower. So it is same up to this level is same for all types of motions, that is for uniform velocity is same, uniform acceleration retardation is also same, and also for simple harmonic is also same. So right. So here you can see this is the angular displacement in degrees or cam angles in degrees, and here in y-axis it is lift of the follower or displacement of the follower or throw of the follower or stroke of the follower in y-axis, right? So here in this case, for uniform motion velocity for the follower, since the follower moves with uniform velocity during its rise from lowest position to the highest position, and to fall or return stroke, rise means outward stroke, also we can write, and fall means return stroke. That means topmost position to the bottommost position, lowest position. Okay, so that is the return stroke. Therefore, the slope of the displacement curves must be constant in case of uniform velocity, because it is moving with uniform velocity. As it is, the follower is moving with uniform velocity, then the slope will take place on the displacement curves. That means displacement diagram as a constant slope. That means if the angle of angular displacement increases, then lift also increases. The angular displacement decreases, lift also decreases. If angular displacement, right? So like this, during the rise and return stroke will take place like this. And in other words, A, B1 and C1D must be straight lines. So let us see in this diagram. So here you can see this is the angular displacement on x-axis in degrees in pi, and displacement of the follower, that is lift or stroke or throw of the follower in centimeters. And now if the follower moves from lowest position to the topmost position, highest position, that is called rise or outward stroke, that is A, B1. Because of uniform velocity, it is having a constant slope, right? And during the fall or return stroke also it is having as uniform velocity, and it is also going to C1 to D, which is of uniform velocity, which is having uniform slope, that is constant slope. Whereas this period is the follower remains stationary, it is not moving upward or downward. That is B1 to C1 is the dwell period, the period during which the follower remains stationary without moving upward or downward. That is called dwell period. And from D to E also dwell period, because here also the follower is not moving either upward or downward. So this is simply, let us see, a little consideration will show that the follower remains at rest during the part of the cam rotation. A little, that is, show that the follower remains at rest during part of the cam rotation. That means D to E or B1 to C1 is remaining at rest, the follower remaining at rest. That's why it is the stationary period of the follower. That means the periods during which the follower remains at rest are known as dwell periods, as shown by the lines B1, C1 and DE. These two are that means B1, C1 and DE are the stationary periods during which the follower remains at rest. Right? So this is the dwell period. Here you can see one type of displacement diagram. Here this is how to draw this. Here, as I told you, so here you can see draw abscissa, that is x-axis AQ, which is equal to 360 degrees of cam rotation, angular displacement of the cam, and ordinate, which will represent the lift of the or displacement of the follower, and this is the outstroke, and this is the return stroke. This is the return stroke, and this is the dwell period during which the follower remains at rest, and this is also dwell period during which the follower remains at rest. So here mark totally A to Q is 360 degrees, and you have to take this with a suitable scale. And now in order to draw the displacement diagram, mark AS, which is equal to the outstroke or rise of the follower with a suitable scale. And now similarly from T to P also return stroke, also you have to take it with the same scale, that is return stroke. And the dwell period 1 and dwell period 2 should not be marked. That means they will not be, they should not be divided. And divide this AS, that is outstroke, as well as TP, return stroke, into even number of parts. That means either if you want to divide this into 4 number of equal parts, this also TP also should be divided into equal number of parts. If you want to divide this into 6 parts, this is also to be divided into 6 parts. Right? So here we have, I have divided this AS into 6 equal number of parts, and similarly TP also into 6 equal number of parts. And draw the projectors from each point, mark 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and up to 6. And from here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash and 6 dash. Or otherwise you can mark in return, it is 6 dash, 5 dash, 4 dash, 3 dash, 2 dash and 1 dash, 0 dash. You can mark like this. And then draw vertical projectors after completion of a rectangle having displacement ordinate and angular displacement of the cam and y-axis. Draw a rectangle completing the total 360 degrees and displacement, and draw projectors up to this at each point of the outstroke and return stroke, and join AG, because it is the follower is moving with uniform velocity and the slope must be constant, A to G, marking the points A, B. At one point is cutting at B, and 2 point is cutting. Second projector is cutting at C, and third projector at D, and fourth projector at E, and fifth projector at F, and similarly sixth projector at G. Similarly here also mark H, J, K, L, M, N, P, and join A, G and also H, P, then A, G, H, P and Q represents the displacement diagram for a follower which is moving with uniform velocity. And this is the displacement diagram for a follower moving with uniform velocity. Let us say draw horizontal line AQ equal to 360 degrees with some suitable scale. For example, if 30 degrees, that means suitable scale is AQ is equal to 360 degrees, and if 30 degrees is equal to 1 centimeter, then AQ is equal to 360 degrees by 30 degrees, that is 12 centimeters. As previously I told you, you have to draw A to Q 12 centimeters. And on this line, mark AS represents the outstroke of the follower, and ST represents the dwell period 1, and TP represents the return stroke of the follower, and PQ represents the dwell period 2. And by completion, outstroke, dwell 1, return stroke, and dwell 2 totally will come equal to, should be equal to 360 degrees or 12 centimeters. So now draw the vertical line equal to the stroke of the follower or lift of the follower. Divide the angular displacement during outstroke and return stroke into any equal even number of parts. Only outstroke as well as return stroke. Divide them into any even number of equal parts. Right? So since the follower moves with uniform motion during outstroke and return stroke, therefore the displacement diagram consists of the straight lines. That is, join AG and HP. Finally, you will get your complete the displacement diagram is shown by AG, HP, Q. Finally, that will be the displacement diagram of the follower when it moves with uniform velocity. Right? So next, displacement diagram when the follower moves with simple harmonic motion. When the follower moves with the simple harmonic motion, let us see. In the previous case, we have taken displacement, angular displacement or cam angles on x-axis, and on y-axis we have taken displacement of the follower, lift or stroke on y-axis, and complete the rectangle same as in the previous uniform velocity displacement diagram, and divide the x-axis by using outstroke, dwell, return stroke and dwell into the given angles, thereby complete the rectangle and divide the outstroke and return stroke into any equal number of parts. So, and then on lift or displacement on y-axis, draw a semicircle. Draw a semicircle by taking half of the lift as a radius. So draw a semicircle on the follower stroke as diameter. Divide the semicircle into any number of even equal parts. So here you can see, first of all, draw lift vertically on y-axis equal to the displacement of follower and angular displacement on this x-axis, and complete the rectangle. This is the outstroke or rise and dwell period 1, and this is the return stroke. And on this lift or displacement diagram, divide this into equal two parts. At half of the displacement, draw a semicircle and divide this semicircle into equal number of even number of parts, which are divided on the outstroke as well as return stroke. Right? So this is the outstroke or angle of rise, and this return stroke or angle of return, and this is the lift, and divide this into 8 or 6 or 4 or 10 even number of parts. And similarly, whatever the number of parts here you have divided, the same number of equal parts should be divided here also on return stroke, and draw a semicircle with the diameter A as the lift. It means the diameter A of the stroke as lift as the diameter, and divide this semicircle is also into same number of parts as divided in outstroke as return stroke. So After dividing, draw projectors for each angle of rise and angle of return stroke, outstroke and return stroke, vertical projectors, and draw horizontal projectors from each point on the semicircle from 1 to 1 and from here 1 and 2 and horizontal projector, 3 horizontal projector, 4 etc. And finally draw the mark the points 1 on semicircle and 1 on outstroke intersect at one point, that is say P1, and 2 and second point on this is the P2, and this similarly 3 on semicircle and outstroke third point project, the third vertical projector will meet at one point, that is P3. Similarly P4, P5, P6, P7 and finally P8 at this point, right? Similarly here also 1 and here it is 1 and 1 dash and 2 dash, that is P1 dash, P2 dash and 3 dash meeting at one point, that is P3 dash, P4 dash, P5 dash, P6 dash, P7 dash and finally P8 dash, and join all the A, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5 and P6, P7, P8 and similarly and P8, P7, P6 dash, P4, 5 dash, P4 dash etc. up to P0 dash, and if you join A and like this, if you join, this will be the displacement diagram of the follower which is moving with the simple harmonic motion, right? So this is the procedure for drawing a displacement diagram when the follower moves with a simple harmonic motion, right? So divide the angular displacements of the cam during outstroke and return stroke into the same number of equal parts, and displacement diagram is obtained by projecting the points as shown in figure, right? So as I explained, we have to join all the points, you will get finally the displacement diagram for simple harmonic motion, right? So next, the displacement diagram when the follower moves with uniform acceleration and retardation, and same as the previous case, divide the displacement angular displacement, mark the angular displacement on x-axis and displacement of the follower on y-axis, and complete the rectangle and divide the angular displacement of the cam on y-axis into outstroke, dwell and return stroke etc., and also dwell for the next period, outstroke into any number of parts, and draw the vertical lines for these points. Here you can see this is the 360 degrees that we have to complete. A to E is the 360 degrees, and then this is the displacement of the follower, that is stroke or lift of the follower, and the same as mark AB and up to this AB up to this as outstroke, and C to D as return stroke, D and B to C as the dwell period 1, and D to E is the another dwell period, and divide this AB and CD into same number of equal parts, and at the mid and project upwards from each point, and here also project upwards 1 dash 2 dash 3 dash vertical lines, and the middle line of this, say suppose this is a 4, 1 2 3 4 and 5, this is the middle line, and divide this line into same number of equal parts. That means if you have divided this AB into 8 parts or 6 parts, divide this fourth line, middle line also should be the same number of lines, and here also 4 dash line should be divided into same number of equal parts, right? After division, simply join A, so B, A small a is going to intersect the one line at point P1, and A, B, which is going to divide the second line at P2, and A, C1, which is going to divide, intersect the third line at point D, and similarly E mark and up to this D point. After this, take B vertical line from this point, join each lines in the same as the previous explanation in this explanation. So finally you will get various points A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, etc., I, J, and here also in the same way, same procedure you have to follow in the written stroke also. And join, if you join all these line points, you will get your displacement diagram. This is the displacement diagram, right? This is the displacement diagram for a follower moving with the uniform acceleration and retardation. For a follower moving with the uniform acceleration and retardation. So this is the method. These are the three types of motions that we are going to see for the follower, and another is cycloidal motion, which is not in our purview. That is, it is beyond our syllabus. That's why we are not going to discuss in this. So we have discussed it. If the follower moving with uniform velocity, and also we have discussed about the follower moving with a simple harmonic motion, and also discussed about the follower moving with the uniform acceleration and retardation, and also we have discussed that how to draw the displacement diagrams for these motions of the follower, So divide the stroke of the follower into the same number of equal parts, and join A, small a, to intersect the vertical line through point 1 at B. Similarly, obtain the other points C, D, etc. Now join these points to obtain the parabolic curve. Here we are going to get parabolic curve for outstroke of the follower. And in a similar way, as mentioned above, the displacement diagram for the follower during return stroke may be obtained. Right? So we completed this lesson. We have completed what is meant by displacement diagram, and also we completed what are the types of motions to the follower. Also we have completed how to draw the displacement diagram if the follower moves with uniform velocity, if the follower moves with simple harmonic motion, if the follower moves with the uniform acceleration and retardation, right? So now let us see the summary of this lesson. We have discussed about various types of follower motions. That is, four types of motions are there. Number one is uniform velocity, simple harmonic motion, uniform acceleration and retardation, and cycloidal motion. So, right, displacement diagram also we have completed when the follower moves with uniform velocity and with the simple harmonic motion and a uniform acceleration and retardation as per our syllabus. So let us have some small quiz about this lesson, on this lesson so far as we have discussed. When the followers moves with uniform velocity during outstroke and return stroke, the slope of the follower, slope of the displacement curves must be where is constant, neither A nor B, both A and B. See once again the question, when the follower moves with uniform velocity during outstroke and return stroke, the slope of the displacement curves must be where is constant, neither A nor B, both A and B. Which is the right answer in this? As also we had discussed it in the previous, that is when we had a displacement, how to draw the displacement diagram when the follower moves with uniform velocity. As it is saying that uniform velocity, then the slope will be constant, right? So answer should be B. Let us see. So B is that means the slope of the displacement curves must be constant. When the follower moves with uniform acceleration and retardation, the displacement diagram is sine curve, cos curve, parabolic curve, hyperbolic curve. Which is the right answer? Just now we have completed this. Once again the question, when follower moves with uniform acceleration and retardation, the displacement diagram is A. Sine curve, B. Cos curve, C. Parabolic curve, D. Hyperbolic curve. Which should be the right answer? As also we had discussed, in drawing of displacement diagram, the answer should be C, right? Let us see the answer, right? C is the right answer, right? So with this we completed. Thank you. And once again, I recall all the discussion so far. In the previous lessons, we have discussed types of followers, types of cams, and working principle of radial cams, working principle of the cylindrical cams, and nomenclature also we have completed. And also the data, the information required for the drawing of cam profile also we have completed. In drawing of cam profile, we must need the displacement diagrams, and also we must should have the type of follower and type of desired motion also. So the desired motions, the type of motions in the today's lesson we have discussed it. Displacement diagrams. What is meant by displacement diagram we completed so today class, and also how to draw the displacement diagrams also we have completed, and types of motions to the followers also we have completed so far, right? So we have completed how to draw the displacement diagram when the follower moves with uniform velocity, and also we have completed the follower moves with simple harmonic motion, and also we have completed the follower moves with uniform acceleration and retardation also we have completed so far. So friends, thank you for patient hearing of this lesson. If any doubts, you can call me. Thank you, one and all. Right? Thank you.